Hi! So I'm sorry that I already started because I forgot I wanted to film this video. But I wanted to show you guys how to prep your canvas, and starting from putting on the actual canvas to actually farming it. I'm sorry. Multilingual problems. I sometimes forget words in whichever language. So, okay, so you will need your, I have no idea how this is called, like the actual wood that gives it shape, and also a canvas cloth. This is cotton. So you'll also need a stapler. You see, like those big ones. And I also prefer to have a hammer close by because I'm not very strong and the stapler is quite hard, so sometimes it doesn't put the staples in all the way, so I just like to and have it done. First, lay out your canvas on the floor, put the wood part over it, and you have to make sure that well, there's two sides to the wood part. I'm sorry for calling it the wood part, but I actually have no idea of what it's called. Okay, so there's two sides. One which is like this, which is completely flat, and then the other side, there's a little ridge here. And that is made so that when you put it over it, it doesn't touch all the way, so it touches here, but then in this part, it's not damaging the fabric. So you put the part with the ridge facing the fabric. You should do this on the floor. I recommend doing it on the floor. And what you're going to do is start by whichever side you want, but you want to put the first staple in the center. So you're going to do one, and then one on the other side directly opposite, and then one, and then one. Once you have all of these, remember that you really have to take the fabric and really pull. So, because you want to make it tense. You see, I haven't yet finished and it's already pretty tense. Then, once you have one, and one on each side in the middle, you're going to do two on each side. So you got one, and then one, and the other. And you do that also, try to do it in the same order you put the first ones in. So if you started by this one, you would going to be 3 and 4, and then 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. And that's what you're going to do until you have completed the whole thing. And once we get to the edges, I'll talk to you guys again so that you can see what you can do with the edges. You're going to take this like this, and you're going to put your thumbs and pull. I'm not sure you can see, but you have to put your thumbs inside, grab this, grab the wood, and then pull. And usually you don't have to be doing it like this because it's a little hard. So I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, so you take it and then you pull. Try to have it like what you pull. Try to keep it as tense as possible. And then you take your stapler. I would say that between each staple you should leave like 3 fingers of space. I would say that's the best measure to take. If I think that it didn't go in well, I always prefer to put 2 staples, even though I could leave it at just 1, because I think it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to this. as you can see, obviously, because this isn't a square canvas, you're going to run out of space earlier on the smaller sides. That's completely fine. Just when you finish with this one, if you still have space left with the longer sides, you just do back and forth. So like 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, 2 on this side, until you get to more or less like around here. So you have the same space left around the corners. It's all done, all the sides are done. As you can see, it's very tight. Is that the word? Well, and now we're going to do the edges here. So, okay, the most important part, I'm going to get a little closer. The most important part, can you see this? So, as you can see, there's like a design here. It's just where the 2 parts intertwine, so you have to be really careful to not put any staples, to not staple this together, because this is done. So inside of the little corner there's a little space where you can put a little piece of wood to open this. So in case you didn't make it tight enough or it gets softer as time passes, you can always just stick a little wooden bit in here, and then with a small hammer or very softly push it in. So what it will do is it will spread these open, and that will hence, I'm sure that's not the word, that's a direct translation from French. So it's very important not to staple them together, and it can be a little tricky to see where you're putting the staples. So just be mindful of that. What we're going to do now is there's a couple different ways to do this. So you can either take them like this. So you can either take them like this and then spread it on both sides and put staples along here. You can also staple that and then staple this, which is kind of the same thing now that I look at it. You can also, I know there was more ways, but I just can't remember now. I always do it like this, to be honest. I just take both and then fold it to one side, staple here, and then staple there. That's my go-to way, I guess. The important thing, it doesn't really matter. This is just stop the fabric from just like floating around. This is not to tense anything. This is just to stop the fabric from just like, you see, that's not very attractive, not an attractive look at all. All done. So here's the canvas, all stable and ready to prime. On the other side, it just looks like a blank canvas because it's exactly what it is. It's so much bigger than me though. Yeah, so I'll see you very soon. Not today because I don't have any more time now, but very soon I'll see you and we'll prime this together. I'll show you. Bye guys. See you soon.